Hello dear students, in this video I will continue the next part of human reproduction, that is study of mammary glands. The mammary glands are milk producing glands. They are present in the mammals, that is by the term mammalia. Due to the presence of mammary glands, the animals are called mammals. Mammary glands become functional once the female animal gives birth to the young one in all the mammals. And in this particular part of the chapter, we are going to study about the mammary glands structure in humans. The presence of functional mammary glands is characteristic of all the female mammals. The functional mammary gland is found in all the female mammals. They are paired structures. The mammary glands are also known as breast. They are paired structures and they contain two important parts or the structures. One is glandular tissue and another is variable amount of fats. And this fat supports the structure of mammary glands. So what are the two parts that are found in the mammary gland? One is glandular tissue and another is variable amounts of fat, or simply you can write it as fat. The mammary glands are made up of two structures, glandular tissue and fat. The glandular tissue of the mammary gland consists of 15 to 20 mammary lobes. The glandular tissue of the mammary gland, it is consisting of 15 to 20 mammary lobes, the small parts or the divisions which are present in the glandular tissue. Then mammary lobes have the cluster of the cells called alveoli. So one by one again I would like to repeat. The mammary gland is made up of glandular tissue and fat. The glandular tissue consists of 15 to 20 mammary lobes. Inside the mammary lobes, the cluster of cells are present called alveoli, or it is also particularly referred as mammary alveoli. And these cells of alveoli secrete milk. So better you write the term mammary alveoli. What are the structures secreting the milk in the mammary gland, or which structure of the mammary glands secrete the milk? Answer is mammary alveoli. The milk is stored in the lumen or cavity of alveoli, and that alveoli opens into small mammary tubule. The mammary tubules join to form mammary duct, and several mammary ducts join to form a wider mammary ampulla, and this ampulla is connected to lactiferous duct, and through the lactiferous duct the milk is sucked out through the nipple. So these are the parts with respect to the study of mammary gland. The mammary glands are made up of glandular tissue and fat. The glandular tissue consists of 15 to 20 mammary lobes. Mammary lobes contain cluster of the cells called mammary alveoli, and cells of the mammary alveoli secrete the milk which is stored in the cavity of mammary alveoli. The mammary alveoli open into mammary tubules, memory tubules join to form memory duct, and all the memory ducts join to form a wider memory ampulla, and for this memory ampulla the lactiferous ducts are connected and through which the milk is sucked out. Then one more point here, around the nipple of memory gland, pigmented dark circular area is present, and this is called areola. The structure of this particular skin is different from other skin of the memory gland. The areola is a little bit hard, it is dark in color due to high pigmentation, it is a circular area, it is present around the nipple through which the milk is sucked by the young one, and that circular pigmented little bit rough area is called areola. So these are the points that you have to remember for the explanation of memory gland. So here I will go for the diagrammatic sectional view of memory gland. Before I move to the explanation of diagram, here I would like to remind, please make the practice of this diagram. It is very important question. You are going to get many diagrammatic questions from the human reproduction chapter. The male reproductive system, female reproductive system. Here one more is memory gland, then sectional view of ovary, then sectional TS of seminiferous tubule, structure of sperm, schematic representation of spermatogenesis and oogenesis, skill based questions. The diagrammatic questions are nothing but skill based questions, and you are going to get many questions from this particular chapter, and making the practice of diagram is very important to pass the biology. So make the practice of this diagram, it is very important question. So let us go for what are the parts. Here you can see in the sectional view of memory gland. So this particular part represents fat, and here these structures, they are memory lobe. Inside the memory lobe, the balloon like structures you can see here, memory alveolus, singular is alveolus, plural is alveoli. From the memory alveoli, actually the memory tubules are arising. Here it is not shown in the diagram, and memory tubules join to form the memory duct. All the memory ducts connected to a wider part called ampulla, and ampulla is connected to lactiferous duct. This is the nipple of memory gland, where the lactiferous ducts are opening so that the young one can suck the milk through the lactiferous duct which are opening into the nipple. Around the nipple, the areola is present, which is pigmented circular hard skin present around the nipple. So these are the parts of memory gland. Again I am reminding, please make the practice of this particular diagram. The same explanation here I have mentioned in the schematic representation. It is for your understanding purpose, not necessary to write this schematic representation while writing the answer in exam. Just you try to remember the things and go through the schematic representation. So memory gland is made up of two structures, glandular tissue and fat. The glandular tissue is consisting of memory lobes. What is the number of memory lobes? 15 to 20. The memory lobes contain memory alveoli. What is the function of memory alveoli cells? Cells of the memory alveoli secrete milk, and these memory alveoli opens into memory tubules. The memory tubules join to form memory duct, and memory duct join to form memory ampulla, and memory ampulla is connected to lactiferous duct through which milk is sucked out. So these are the parts of mammary gland. So make the practice of both explanation as well as diagram. Again I am reminding you, the schematic representation is not necessary to include in the explanation part of mammary gland. I hope it is clear for you. Thank you.